If you're over the age of 60, there's a very good chance you drink beet juice for your heart, your circulation, or maybe even for a little extra energy throughout the day. And while beet juice can truly be powerful, most older adults don't realize that mixing it with the wrong foods can actually create reactions that feel frightening. Dizziness, stomach discomfort, low energy, or sudden drops in blood pressure that leave you wondering what went wrong. Today, we're talking about 7 foods that should never be combined with beet juice, especially if you're over 60. These aren't dramatic warnings or fear-based claims, they're simple, science-backed explanations that help your body stay safe as your digestion, kidneys, and heart naturally change with age. Before we get into the list, let me start with a story. A viewer named Linda, she's 67, wrote to me recently. She said she made a glass of beet juice in the morning and mixed it with something she thought was incredibly healthy. But about 15 minutes later, she felt a strange wave of dizziness wash over her. Her legs weakened, she had to sit down, and her heart felt like it was working too hard. She assumed it was just low energy or a bad morning, but what she didn't know is that the combination she used is one of the most common mistakes people over 60 make when drinking beet juice. And that mistake is exactly what you're about to learn. So let's start with the first food combination to avoid: high-potassium fruits such as bananas, avocados, dried apricots, raisins, or dates. Beet juice itself is naturally high in potassium, and while potassium is extremely good for your heart, your blood pressure, and your muscles, too much at once can be dangerous for adults over 60. Your kidneys simply don't filter excess potassium as quickly as they used to. When you combine beet juice with a banana, for example, you may accidentally overload your system, which can create symptoms like weakness, tingling, irregular heartbeat, or a strange tightening in the chest. Many seniors don't connect these symptoms with their beverage because they think, "I only mixed healthy foods." But healthy foods can become unhealthy in the wrong combination. If you want to add fruit, stick to apples, pears, or berries. These are safer and much easier on the kidneys. Now let's move to another common pairing: citrus fruits, especially oranges and grapefruit. At first glance, it sounds wonderful. Vitamin C meets nitrates for a strong morning boost. But citrus accelerates the conversion of nitrates in beet juice. That means the beet juice hits your bloodstream faster than your body can comfortably handle, which can cause sudden blood pressure drops. For older adults, this often shows up as dizziness, lightheadedness, or a spinning feeling in the head. One viewer told me, "I mixed beet juice with orange juice, and I had to sit on the couch because the room felt like it was tilting." Grapefruit is even stronger and interferes with many medications as well. A tiny squeeze of lemon is okay, but avoid mixing beet juice with orange or grapefruit entirely. Another combination that surprises almost everyone is beet juice with green tea or herbal teas that naturally lower blood pressure, like hibiscus, hawthorn, or chamomile. Each of these on their own can be helpful, but together their effects stack in a way that becomes too intense for older adults. Beet juice widens blood vessels, allowing more blood flow, while herbal teas relax the blood vessels as well. Seniors drinking both around the same time often describe a washed-out tiredness, cold hands, or an unusual heaviness in the body, almost like the energy drains out all at once. If you love tea, enjoy it, but drink it 1 to 2 hours away from beet juice to avoid sudden drops in pressure. Let's talk about another hidden issue: high-fat breakfasts. Many seniors enjoy beet juice with avocado toast, fried eggs, cheese omelets, buttery toast, or creamy spreads. But your digestive system slows down as you age, and beet juice digests very quickly, while heavy fats digest very slowly. When these two collide in your stomach, it can lead to bloating, cramps, gas, or a heavy feeling in the upper abdomen. Older adults often think the beet juice itself is hard on the stomach, but the real problem is mixing something that moves fast with something that moves slow. If you want beet juice in the morning, enjoy it with something light, maybe a slice of whole grain toast or a piece of fruit. Another combination to avoid, and this one's important, is beet juice with iron supplements or iron-rich foods like liver, fortified cereals, or red meat. The interaction between nitrates and high amounts of iron can create compounds that irritate the stomach lining. Many older adults take iron supplements for energy or anemia, but when mixed with beet juice, this can lead to headaches, nausea, or a metallic taste in the mouth. If you take iron supplements, keep them at least 2 to 3 hours away from beet juice for safety. Now remember the story I told you earlier about Linda? Her mistake was mixing beet juice with protein powder. Many seniors add whey protein, plant protein, or collagen protein to their beet smoothies because they want strength, energy, or weight support. But beet juice increases blood flow, and protein powders increase metabolic demand. When mixed, the body gets pulled in two directions. The circulation rises quickly, while digestion works harder. This can cause a pounding heartbeat, jittery feelings, or a wave of weakness. Seniors are especially sensitive to this because their blood pressure can shift quickly. If you need protein, have it separately. Don't blend it with beet juice. The seventh combination to avoid is beet juice with salty or heavily processed foods like canned soups, salted nuts, deli meats, sausages, bacon, or packaged meals. Beet juice contains nitrates that your kidneys must filter. Sodium also places pressure on your kidneys. Together, they increase kidney workload significantly. People over 60 may notice swelling in the feet, water retention, or a general feeling of sluggishness after mixing beet juice with salty meals. Keeping your sodium intake low on beet juice days can make a large difference. Now that we've gone through the 7 combinations you should avoid, let's get into something just as important: how to drink beet juice correctly so you get the benefits without the side effects. Now that you know which combinations to avoid, let's talk about how to drink beet juice safely and effectively if you're over 60. Beet juice is powerful, but older adults need a different approach than younger people. Once you understand the right serving size and the right timing, beet juice becomes a gentle helper instead of something that causes discomfort. The first thing seniors need to know is that the correct serving size of beet juice is much smaller than what you see online. You don't need a full glass. You don't even need half a glass. Adults over 60 do best with just a quarter cup to half a cup. That's about 60 to 120 milliliters. This smaller amount supports healthy blood flow, steadier energy, and smoother blood pressure without overwhelming your kidneys or causing dizziness. Most people feel better when they drink less instead of more. The second thing that matters is timing. Beet juice is not ideal first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach. Many seniors report that drinking it early leads to lightheadedness or a floating sensation, and drinking beet juice at night can overstimulate blood flow, making it harder to relax or fall asleep. The best time for older adults to drink beet juice is in the late morning or early afternoon, usually between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m., when digestion is strongest and energy levels are stable. Now let's talk about foods that work with beet juice instead of against it. The first one is apples. Apples are gentle, low in potassium, and easy on older digestive systems. When mixed with beet juice, they soften the strong beet flavor and keep your stomach comfortable. The second group is berries. Strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries work especially well. They add antioxidants that support the heart and brain, and they keep digestion light. The third item that pairs beautifully with beet juice is ginger. Just a small slice can reduce nausea, improve digestion, and help your body absorb nutrients more smoothly. Seniors who struggle with stomach sensitivity often notice a big difference when ginger is added. If you ever feel dizzy or lightheaded after drinking beet juice, there's a simple trick that works for many older adults. After drinking your beet juice, take a small sip of water and breathe slowly for about 10 seconds. This helps stabilize blood pressure and keep circulation from shifting too suddenly. Also avoid standing up too quickly right after drinking it. Something else that's extremely important is recognizing the signs of drinking too much beet juice. A metallic taste, headaches, pink or red urine, nausea, bloating, or mid-afternoon fatigue can all be signs that your serving size is simply too large. Seniors often assume beet juice itself is too strong, when the real problem is that they're drinking more than their body needs. Reducing the amount by half usually solves the issue. If you're brand new to beet juice, start slowly. Take just 2 tablespoons a day for the first 3 days. If you feel good, increase to a quarter cup. If that feels comfortable, you can then go up to half a cup. Starting gradually allows your kidneys, blood pressure, and digestion to adjust without sudden changes. Many seniors skip this step, and that's when they experience dizziness or discomfort. One more tip that almost nobody talks about: never drink beet juice when you're dehydrated. Dehydration makes your kidneys work harder, and beet juice contains nitrates that also require filtering. Drinking a small sip of water 5 minutes before your beet juice makes digestion and circulation smoother and reduces the chance of nausea. As you can see, beet juice isn't dangerous. It's simply powerful. And like anything powerful, it needs to be used correctly, especially after the age of 60. When you avoid the 7 food combinations we talked about earlier, Keep your serving size small, choose the right time of day, and combine it with gentle foods like apples, berries, or a slice of ginger. You can enjoy the benefits comfortably and safely. You may feel warmer hands and feet, better stamina during walks, improved circulation, and a calmer, steadier energy level throughout the day. So if today's information helped you, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more senior-friendly health guidance. You deserve to feel strong, steady, and confident, no matter what age you are. Now that you understand how to use beet juice safely and avoid the 7 combinations that can cause discomfort or sudden changes in the body, I want to go even deeper into something most people overlook: how your body's needs change after age 60 and why foods that once felt perfectly fine may now affect you differently. Many older adults think their body is acting strange or that they suddenly became sensitive to foods they've eaten their whole lives. But the truth is far simpler and far more important for your long-term health. As you get older, every system in your body becomes more delicate. Your liver processes nutrients differently. Your kidneys filter waste more slowly. Your digestion becomes more sensitive. Your blood pressure becomes easier to disrupt. And your circulation responds to foods faster and more dramatically. This doesn't mean your health is declining. It simply means your body needs a more gentle, more thoughtful approach to strong foods like beet juice. One of the biggest changes seniors experience is thinning of the stomach lining. This makes acidic foods, high nitrate foods, and strong juices harder to tolerate. Beet juice is naturally rich, earthy, and dense, and while that makes it powerful, it also makes it intense for anyone with a sensitive stomach. This is why some older adults feel warm in the chest, heavy in the upper stomach, or slightly nauseated after drinking beet juice. None of these symptoms are dangerous. They're simply signs that your body needs smaller amounts or needs beet juice mixed with something soothing like apple, cucumber, or pear. Another important change after age 60 is how your blood pressure responds to foods. Younger adults may drink beet juice and feel only a gentle improvement in energy. But for seniors, beet juice can cause blood vessels to widen very quickly. That's good for circulation, but if it happens too fast, it can cause dizziness or a light floating feeling. This is why older adults need the quarter cup to half cup rule instead of drinking a full glass. Your body benefits more when the nitrate boost is slow and steady, not intense. There's another thing seniors often don't realize. The way medications interact with food becomes more pronounced with age. Beet juice is rich in nitrates that support healthy blood flow, but if you are taking medications for high blood pressure, circulation, diabetes, cholesterol, or heart rhythm, those medications already influence the way your body regulates blood flow. Drinking beet juice at the same time as certain medications can make the effects too strong. So a simple fix is to drink your beet juice a few hours away from your medication time. This little change helps prevent the sudden drops in blood pressure that some older adults mistakenly blame on the beet juice itself. Now let's talk about kidney function, because this is something that matters deeply after age 60. Your kidneys filter minerals, salts, nitrates, and potassium. Beet juice contains all 3. In younger years, the kidneys remove these quickly and efficiently, but after 60, kidney filtration naturally slows down, even if you're perfectly healthy. This means your kidneys appreciate smaller servings of strong foods. This is also why combining beet juice with salty foods or high-potassium fruits can overwhelm your system. But when you respect your kidneys' pace and choose foods that work gently with it, beet juice becomes incredibly supportive rather than stressful. You might be wondering, if beet juice needs so much care, is it even worth drinking? And the answer is absolutely yes when used properly. In fact, beet juice becomes more beneficial as you get older. It supports circulation in the legs, helps maintain warmth in the hands and feet, reduces morning stiffness, and gives gentle, stable energy without the crash of caffeine. Many seniors tell me they walk longer, breathe easier, and feel less out of breath during chores when they drink beet juice correctly. But beet juice does something even more remarkable. It supports your heart's oxygen delivery. As you get older, your heart works harder for everyday tasks. Something as simple as bending down to pick up a towel, carrying groceries, or climbing stairs can make your heart beat faster than it used to. Beet juice, taken in the right amount, helps your heart work smarter, not harder. It sends oxygen through your bloodstream more efficiently so your body feels less strain. That's why many seniors notice that their walks feel easier, their legs feel lighter, and their breathing feels smoother after just a few weeks. And there's another benefit people rarely talk about: brain clarity. Better blood flow doesn't just help your muscles, it also supports attention, focus, and memory. Many older adults say they feel more alert, think more clearly, or even feel more motivated after drinking beet juice. This isn't imagination. The nitrates in beets improve vasodilation, meaning more blood reaches the brain. When done correctly, beet juice becomes a natural clarity booster without overstimulation. Now let's talk about a few real-world examples, because stories help you understand how these principles work in everyday life. A gentleman named Martin, age 72, drank beet juice every morning because he heard it was good for blood pressure. But every single morning he felt a weird pressure in his forehead and a slight fluttering sensation in his chest. He assumed beet juice was too strong for him. But when we looked at his routine, we saw the issue immediately. He was drinking beet juice along with his blood pressure medication. Once he moved the beet juice to lunchtime instead, the fluttering stopped, his energy improved, and he felt more comfortable in his daily walks. Another woman, Janet, age 64, mixed beet juice with avocado and banana because she thought she was making a super healthy smoothie. But she kept getting bloated, tired, and slightly nauseated. She didn't realize she was accidentally creating a potassium-heavy drink that overwhelmed her system. When she switched to beet juice with apple and ginger, the nausea disappeared completely. Stories like these remind us of something simple but powerful. Food isn't good or bad. It's all about the right combination at the right time for your age. And once you understand how your body responds at 60, 70, or 80, you start to feel more in control of your health, not confused by it. Before we wrap up, there's one more thing you should know. If you're trying beet juice for circulation, stamina, or joint comfort, consistency is more important than quantity. You don't need a full glass once in a while. What your body responds best to is a small serving, 3 to 4 times a week. This steady rhythm supports your heart, your brain, and your muscles without creating sudden pressure changes. Think of beet juice like a helpful friend, one that works best in small, steady amounts. So as you take all this information into your daily life, remember that your body is incredibly wise. It gives you signals, it whispers when something is too strong, and it tells you when something is working well. The goal is not to fear beet juice or avoid it. The goal is to use it in a way that respects the beautiful changes your body has gone through over the years. If you've been enjoying this video so far, I want you to stay with me for the final moments because there's one last message that's important. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel stable. You deserve to feel confident in your health decisions. And small choices, like drinking beet juice the right way, truly do add up to better days, clearer mornings, and a body that feels supported, not overwhelmed. If the information in this video helped you, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new release. Your health matters, and you deserve guidance that respects your age, your wisdom, and your journey.